जय जय श्री सर्वज्ञ विनाश लक्ष्मी नरसिंहदेव भगवान की भक्त शिरोमणि भक्त प्रहलाद महाराज की पतित पावन श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय गौर प्रेमानंदी हरे हरि बोल।
Hare Krishna. Thank you, Prabhuji, for a nice gift.
Hare Krishna. Was the kartal sound audible?
No, Prabhu, today. Not much.
No. Only today?
Yes, Prabhu.
Yeah.
Hare
Okay.
Once again for day 20. Today is last session of Bhagavad-Gita. Today we are learning about chapter 18, which is the conclusion, the perfection of renunciation. Here, Arjuna asked about the importance of renunciation, on the life of sannyasi or the renounced order of life. Krishna explains in more detail in connection with 3 modes of life. And also Krishna gives an option for Arjuna at the end, like it is left to him what he needs to choose. It's not exactly what he has to do is left to him. It's not a forced thing. So he has to take the decision at the end. Arjuna has to take the decision. So many more things are there, and also will be kind of summary of all these chapters as well. So Prabhuji will explain more in detail. Yes, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Thank you. Hare Krishna. Once again, welcome to all. So today is the last session, chapter 18. Conclusion, the perfection of renunciation. I hope you all understood what is renunciation. But today Krishna will be explaining more in depth. And finally, what is renunciation in the last, we will conclude it. Okay. So let us try to understand this by our humble prayers to Guru and Krishna. Please join with me. Om Ajnanatimirandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Mena Tasmai Sri Gurave Namaha. Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Preshtaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swaminiti Namine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavati Paschatya Deshatarine Jai Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabho Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadara Shivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Preshta Bhutale Srimate Jayapataka Swaminiti Namine Nama Acharya Pada Nitikrpapadaya Gauragata Damataya Nagaragramataram Mukam Karoti Vachalam Pangum Langayate Grimit Kripatamaham Vande Shri Gurum Dinataranam Paramanandam Madhavam Shri Chaitanya. As usual, we'll thank and show gratitude to His Divine Grace, Abhay Charanaravinda Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada, the founder Acharya of International Society for Krishna Consciousness. I hope today the gratitude that we are showing to Srila Prabhupada and the thanking thing, definitely it will be in a different understanding and mood. Because yesterday we understood what is Srila Prabhupada. So many just we are saying thanks to him and coming forward, that's it. But today you'll understand what of the each and every word that you are able to understand, it's only by his mercy. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. So day for yesterday's session, 17th session, what did we learn? Under the acronym FACE, F is faith. So faith turns in 3 ways. So when we don't take this scriptural knowledge, when we don't take the Shabda Pramana, it turns to the modes. Only we will be able to understand in the material platform, not anything beyond that. If we don't chant Hare Krishna Mahamantra, and if we don't offer Bhoga to the Lord and take that, no purification and no higher understandings. only material understanding based on our material modes. The same Bhagavad-Gita can give you ego, can make you more contaminated, more fallen, just by reading Bhagavad-Gita. You get more puffed up. I know everything. No need to listen to anyone. No need to take any guidance from anyone. In that way, many things it can give you. So you should be very humble, means then you have to seek the blessings of Guru Krishna, chant Hare Krishna, develop relationship with the Lord, many things. The process, the formula is very simple. If you don't apply the formula, never you can get the same result as other devotees get. It's very simple. Clear? Yes. Then austerities, we saw many things in these three modes and how Krishna is making everything to come to Shuddha Sattva. The faith, the worship, the food, the sacrifice, conduct, speech, and mind control, many things. Then finally, the charity, the most important thing, Grahastha, should and must do charity for the purification. And yes, based on the change in the time and the atmosphere, we also should change our way of giving charity. It should be, but it should be in intelligence. It should be in Sattva-guna. It should be connected to Krishna. Okay, not materialistic charity. It's of no use also. Okay, then finally, it's Shuddha Sattva, means completely surrendering to the Lord, doing the service for the satisfaction of the Lord. That is Shuddha Sattva. Yeah. Yes. In today's 18th chapter, it is conclusion. Somewhere you can see it's a very biggest chapter. And Krishna is giving so many days. We had 4 topics. Today we have 5 topics. The summary of Karma Yoga. Even he's concluding. He completely says about Karma Yoga, then about the 3 modes, then the ideal worker, and finally the love of God and end result. All those things will be seen in today's session. As usual, we'll start with a small story. So you all have heard a verse, very famous verse from Bhagavad-Gita. That is, Sarva Dharman Parityajya Mam Ekam Sharanam Raja Aham Tvam Sarva Papebhyo Mokshayishyami Ma Shuchaha. Krishna says that. Give up everything. That he says in this chapter. Yes, explained everything now. Karma Yoga, Jnana Yoga, Dhyana Yoga, Bhakti Yoga, everything he has explained, and now he's saying, give up everything. If you're not able to follow everything in perfection, give it up everything. Finally, you surrender unto me. Completely surrender unto me. I will take care of you. Mokshaya Shyami Mahashuchaha. I will liberate you. Such a great verse it is. So, there was a great devotee by name Dasarathi, who was a disciple of Ramanujacharya. What kind of an, what I can say, Vidwan he was. He was such a intellectual person he was. When Ramanujacharya was giving the classes, if you forget some verse from some Puranas or some Upanishads, you will ask Dasarathi. Then Dasarathi quotes the verse. Just you can imagine what would be his Panditya, how great his intelligence or knowledge is. He was a great scholar. So, but he was very humbly serving a spiritual master. So once he got it out, he want to understand the same verse, Sarva Dharman Parityajya, from his spiritual master. He asked, my dear master, can you please explain this Sarva Dharman Parityajya? Ramanujacharya said, to explain this verse, a person should be completely surrendered. I am not a surrendered soul. So you can go and ask my spiritual master, Shailapur. Then he'll come back here. He will serve his spiritual master, that spiritual master of Ramanujacharya. After many days, he'll ask, who are you? And he says, I am Dasarathi. So, disciple of Ramanujacharya. I have come to hear the inner meaning of this Sarva Dharman Pratyajya. And Shailapurna said, why did not Ramanujacharya answer you? No, he has sent you because you are the surrendered soul. No, who can be a better person than Ramanujacharya? You go and take this knowledge from Raman. He'll send back. So once again, he'll come back. He'll be standing in front of Ramanujacharya, saying that Shailapurna has not answered to this. Meanwhile, what happens? So Ramanujacharya is another spiritual master, Mahapurna. So recently, his daughter got married. And now she's coming and she's standing in front of Ramanujacharya crying. And Ramanujacharya asks, what happened, my daughter? What happened? She said that in my, what I can say, husband's house, there's too much of difficulties. I have to wash the clothes, wash the vessels, I have to cook. This is all household work, all is fine for me, but I have to go for 3 miles to get the water. So I requested to see for a, what I can say, worker to get that water. To send back me to the house, stating that go to your father, get a worker. When I came to my father is saying that I myself am a worker. Where will I get a servant to you? You go and ask Ramanujachari, he might help you. So you are the only hope for me. Please, please save me something you do. So then Ramanujacharya sees towards this Dasarathi and he says, I have a best cook for you, best worker, best servant. He can do all the services. And Dasarathi understood. He just gave a posted obeisances to his spiritual master and said, my dear master, I'll go with that mother, the daughter of Mahapurna, I'll be a servant there. He just went behind her. Such a scholarly person. Just a word of his spiritual master. He accepted it. He went there. He started serving in their house, washing their clothes, washing the vessels, cooking, getting the water from 3 miles. All these things he was doing as a menial servant in the house. So once what happened, after long days, many months, one person came to that village. So he was giving this Bhagavatam discourse or Bhagavad-Gita classes he was giving. And he was explaining the same verse, Sarvadharman Parityaja. And he was explaining in a wrong way. So Dasarathi was not able to tolerate hearing this. He came out. What I'm saying is wrong. And this person seeing the, what I can say, the Veshabhushan of this thing, he said, who are you? You are a cook, cooking in the house, and you're a servant. You're coming and teaching me about this. You go and do your work. And he went inside. Once again, he was hearing, once again, he's saying something all wrong about this shloka. Then he thought, there are hundreds of people who are hearing. Fine, this person is saying a wrong message. So all the 100 all getting this wrong message. So let me go and interrupt him. When I came in the middle and he said, no, what you're saying is completely wrong. Then he started explaining the this thing, shloka of this Sarvadharman Parityaja. And it was so wonderful and pleasing to hear. All the people who were sitting just turned towards this Dasarathi. They were admired, they were absorbed in hearing the words of this Dasarathi. And the person who was giving the class, who was sitting on the big Hasan there, he got down from there, finally came to the feet of this Dasarathi. He asked finally, Mahatma, who are you? How can you explain such a wonderfully? And he said, with shyness, he said, I am servant and disciple of Ramanujacharya. What's the name? Dasarathi. Those days, they don't see the person, but they'll be hearing the message. Oh, Dasarathi is such a great personality. He's such a scholarly person. They were hearing. Just hearing the name Dasarathi, everyone gave posted obeisances to Dasarathi. Then the relatives of that lady who were in that house, they all came out running. So many days it was Dasarathi was serving in our house as a servant. So they all gave posted obeisances. What kind of a sinners we are, taking the service from such a great personality like Dasarathi. I don't know for how many lifetimes you have to suffer in the hell. Then finally they built a pallaki, flower pallaki, made Dasarathi sit in that pallaki. The whole villagers carried him to the Ramanujacharya, and they were asking forgiveness. We had sent for a servant. How can you send Dasarathi to as a servant? They requested. Then Dasarathi came to Ramanujacharya. Ramanujacharya was so happy. He embraced him and he said, in the whole creation, if somebody is understood about Sarvadharman Parityaja, means it is only you, Dasarathi. That is, who surrenders to the spiritual master's words. Spiritual master's orders, let it be anything, who surrenders to it, is the real surrender to the Supreme Lord. Because spiritual master is the representative of the Supreme Lord. So in this way, there's many things to understand in this verses. Let us go further. In one day, we cannot understand one verse, what to speak of the whole chapter, but we are completing one chapter in one day. Is it right? Yes. So acronomy. Today's Acronym is SMILE, SMILE, SMILE. Summary of Karma Yoga, modes of nature, ideal worker, law of God, end result. And today's chapter is Moksha Sannyasa Yoga. Summary of Karma Yoga. Now, Lord is saying about Karma Yoga. See, when I'm saying this, you should all just recap all the things what you heard in the third chapter, Karma Yoga, fifth chapter, Karma Yoga and Krishna consciousness, all those things. True renunciation. I hope you all know about this. Acting with detachment is true renunciation and brings freedom from reaction, not the activities, but the results. Karmanyevadikaraste mapaleshu kadachana ma karmapala hetur mate sangostu karmani. It's very clear. Then detached from fruits, but not those activities themselves. Renounced order of life, sannyasa, and renunciation of the fruits of action, tyaga, are the same. Sannyasi and a grihastha, both are same, or engaged in the Lord's service, both are in the same platform. You shouldn't think that sannyasis are great, oh, they are all. No, whoever is serving the Lord, it'll be all the same. So to understand this, I'll say another story. So once there was a Muni, a Rishi, he was a brahmachari. He was meditating on the Lord's complete renunciant, sitting under a tree, and he was chanting the holy names of the Lord or something. He was meditating. By developing his this thing, he got extraordinary powers. And once what happened? This small bird came, sat on that this thing, and it dropped its waste on the Rishi. He became very angry. He became unclean, so just made his eyes red hot and saw towards the bird. The bird at once turned to ashes. It burned to ashes. This brahmachari, he was so surprised to see that is getting so much of power by meditation. Then was so happy. Finally, how he leads his life, he goes to the village side, he begs for the alms, whatever he gets, that is not his life. So once he came outside, he came to this village and he went to a house, was begging. Bhavati Bhikshan Dehi, he was saying. So that lady was serving the husband. She said, my dear sadhu, wait for some 5 minutes, I'll come out. I'm serving my husband. I cannot come in middle. So she was doing, and this person is waiting and became more angry. What is this? I'm such a great personality. She's making me to stand outside and wait for this thing. So once again, he started saying in a louder voice, Bhavati Bhikshande. But after 2-3 times, then she came with some grains or some food. He was very angry on her. He made his eyes red hot and he was seeing her. Then in very simple words, she said, do you think I'm a bird on the tree to burn me to ashes? No, she said, and she gave that. He was surprised to hear that. How did she know this? Then he stood on his knees and he started requesting, my dear mother, how did you know this? She said, I'm serving my husband. Even I get the same powers what you get. I can know everything. I hope you all understood. So sincerely serving or sincerely doing our duties as the Lord's service, we get the same result even being as a grihastha. Pativratya, we say, no? You heard all those things. Anusuya, Sati Savitri. Hare, they could even stop the movement of the sun. What to speak of other thing? Movement of the earth. That is the power of Pativratya, chastity. Today we cannot find anywhere in any woman about this chastity. That is our modern civilization. And for especially men, it is brahmacharya. Such a great person. Such qualities you get, so much of power you get with that. So that is all lost now. Okay. But here I am coming to say that. So even being a grihastha, if you are serving the Lord to your best ability, you are greater than the sannyasi. Clear? Yes. Then work performed in this way is renunciation in the mode of goodness. So doing this, giving up the results and doing all our activities, all your duties, that is in goodness. Clear? So sometimes we also think to Be a renunciant. Give up everything. Finally, we cannot do that. And sometimes we think that we'll do many big things, but small, small things. Yesterday was Dwadashi, I think. Yeah, day before yesterday it was Ekadashi. How many did you all observe Ekadashi? We think to give up many big things, but we cannot give even a small things, a fasting thing. Just sacrifice a one meal, we cannot do that. So this I'll say one more story. Like once there was a person in office, he was working in office. So he was insulted by his boss, his manager, in front of everyone. So he became very much depressed. What is this? He has insulted me, so I'm not going to leave anymore. I'm going to suicide. So all his colleagues, friends, all were catching me. He said, no way, I'll go and die. He was going on a railway track. So one more person came, yes, where are you going? He said, I'm going to die today. Why? This is what has happened. Fine. You're going to die, you're saying, but you're carrying a different carrier. What is this? He said, do you think I'm a fool? You know this Indian Railways? It will come half an hour, 1 hour, 2 hour late. And yeah, I'm decided to die. You want me to die in a hunger without having my lunch? So I'm taking this different carrier. Understood? Then the person understood, yes. He is not ready to renounce even one meal. Will he give up his life? No way. That's why we also will be thinking to do many things. I'll give up my family, I'll give up that, this. Finally, we cannot even observe Ekadashi. Small things we cannot renounce. So we should start from the bottom, then only we will be able to become a great, what I can say, renunciant or sannyasi or whatever, great devotee. Then here Krishna is saying, Nahi deha brita sakyam tyaktum karmani asheshataha yastu karma phalat tyagi satyagiti abhidhiyate. It is indeed impossible for an embodied being to give up all activities. But he who renounces the fruits of action is called one who has truly renounced. Never we can give up any kind of action. Even in sleep, we do keep on doing some activities, some dreams we get. That means we're still eager to do some activities, something it keeps on going on. But an intelligent person who's having this knowledge, Bhagavad-Gita, he'll be a renunciant because he's not anchoring for the results. He knows that everything and he does it as a duty. Clear. Then motivation from false ego. So what happens by false ego? Therefore, one who thinks himself the only doer, not considering the 5 factors, is certainly not very intelligent and cannot see things as they are. You have to read these verses, you'll come to know that. There are 5 things. So our senses, our endeavor, our this thing, all takes part in one activity. But finally, it is the Supreme Lord. Finally, it is Supreme Lord when He permits. I have a desire. Everything is there. But finally, when the Lord permits, that work gets accomplished. But a fool doesn't understand that. Only a devotee who has come across this Bhagavad-Gita, he will understand. Here, anything happens. Many times we also get very puffed up. No? I am the take care of this family. Whole family, I am taking care. This house belongs to me, my wife, my children, so many things. I do this, I do that. Nothing I can do. Only thing I can have a desire. Finally, it is Lord's permission. It is Lord's mercy that something is happening in my life. It's only Lord's mercy. Only devotee's vision changes. He will be able to see the truth. Otherwise, by false ego, prakrute kriyamanani gunai karmani sarvashah ahankara vimudatma kartahamiti manyate. A fool thinks that by false ego that I am the doer, but it is actually the 3 modes it is doing and based on the permission of the Lord. Here, does not consider the final doer, the Supreme Lord. Motivated by false ego, consider oneself as independent doer of one's actions. True motivation. Yasya nahang krito bhavo buddhir yasya na lipyate hatvapi saimal lokan nahanti na nibadyate. One who is not motivated by false ego, whose intelligence is not entangled, though He kills men in this world, does not kill, nor is he bound by his actions. Now, Krishna is saying to the extreme, ultimate, even if a person kills someone, he is not being binded in this world, he is not being punishable. Clear? That's why he's giving Arjuna. Arjuna, without Bhagavad-Gita, if you fight in this battle, definitely you'll get the results. But after my instructions, after my order, you do that, you don't get any results. Clear? It is something like a soldier. Soldier takes the order of his boss and goes and kills many of them in the border. Rather punishing it, he has been rewarded for it. But the same person, without the order of his boss or whomever it is, he comes and kills someone, he is punished. If you are a devotee, whatever you do in this material world, it's permitted, no binding. If you are not a devotee, whatever you do, even breathing is a sin. Forget about everything now. Why? By breathing, you're killing so many living entities which is invisible. And what to speak of other activities? You sit, you stand, you do anything, it's only a sin. Invisibly, we are committing so many sins, We are getting minded to it. Till then, you don't become a devotee. Till then, you don't surrender to the Lord. Everything transforms to sin. Once you become a devotee, you're free from all bondage. Yeah. Okay, motivation from Supreme Lord. Supreme Lord is the ultimate cause. One is complete Krishna consciousness under the direction of the Super Soul within the heart is how he behaves, naturally not bound by any activity. He knows that. Krishna is all in all. Ishvara Parama Krishna Satchidananda Vigraha Anadiradir Govinda Sarva Karana Karanam. He is the cause of all causes. He is least bothered, but he does his duties. He does his duties. But if the doer is the Krishna, because of his mercy, something's happening. Okay? Then, not ultimately responsible for their actions. He's not dependent on action. He knows very well. See, a person is working from day to night. You just see, say, some manager, from morning to night he works. He earns some thousands or lakhs. Some boss, he earns some millions. The same, a worker from coolie, from morning to night is working, he'll get some hundreds. The work is the same, no? I hope this coolie is working more harder than the other people. Clear? Yes. So the result is based on the Lord, what he gives. Somebody will be working, but there will be a great loss to him. Somebody is doing the same thing, but he'll be a great profit to him. Sometimes we try to imitate. That person is doing this business, so let me also do that business so that even I'll become rich. No way, you can never become rich. It is based on the Lord. I mean, our previous karma, results of it. Clear? And think Krishna as supreme cause, he'll understand this, then does not get enormed by the fruits of their actions. And is least bothered. I'm doing my duty, whatever happens, it's fine. But actually, in those days, people were naturally very intelligent. They were living the life of Bhagavad-Gita, I can say. Because I have seen that in my young age. They used to come to work in my house. Some people, they used to come, any workers there. So sometimes we give the work, cleaning or some cutting the tree or something like that. They used to do all the work morning to night. And something we will give, that is lunch pressure, them that food to them. They'll eat and in the end, so how much should I pay? Whatever you wish, whatever your wish, you pay to us. Hard working from morning to night. So much of work they have done. Least bothered about the results. Pay as you wish. And whatever you pay, very happily they'll take and go. That's it. But today what is happening? A small work, something in your house. You call someone. He will say, how much will you pay me? 1,000, 2,000, 5,000. No limitations to ask also. This is what is the world today. When you don't have Bhagavad Gita, they don't know how they are getting binded also. Though we think that they are all illiterates, they don't know anything. No, they were all Mahatmas. They know how they get binded. So they were away from it. Least bothered about the results. They do their service. Today, we cannot find even a single person of such kind of thing. Yeah. Okay. But we think that we are very advanced. Not motivated by false ego. This person with knowledge is not motivated by false ego. Then intelligence is not entangled. Because he is surrendered to the Lord, his intelligence is always liberated. Krishna is guiding him, sitting in the heart as Brahman. Clear. Then modes of nature. Now you can see the modes of nature in so many ways, like knowledge, action, understanding, determination, happiness. So Krishna is saying more in depth about these three modes. So knowledge. Knowledge in goodness sees everything as same spirit, super soul absolute. That is Vidya Vinaya Sampanne Brahmani Gavesani Shuni Shaiva Shapakicha Pandita Samadarshina. We saw in the 5th chapter. So once we come across this knowledge, then our vision starts changing. We'll see everyone in an equal platform as a soul platform. Then he considers what I can say, a dog, a brahmana, elephant, cow, everything in the same platform. Because everyone are part and parcel of the Supreme Lord. He understands this. But a person who's in passion sees different souls in everybody based on duality. He also sees soul. See, there's a lot of difference seeing the soul also. He says, yes, soul, but it's a dog soul. It's a human soul. It's an elephant soul. In this way, he connects the body to that soul also. He cannot come beyond that. So I said, no, knowledge, something based on a frog in a well. It cannot understand beyond the well. If some ocean frog comes and says, oh, I have a huge water body, ocean, it says, oh, 10 times of this well, 100 times of this well. It can ask many things, but based only on the well. So we cannot go beyond that in this material knowledge. Once you go to the spiritual knowledge, you start revealing many things because it is Krishna who's giving the knowledge. Okay. Then ignorance attached to one kind of work as all in all materialistic. All materialistic knowledge. Only eating, sleeping, mating, defending, that is it. And today, we are sending all our kids, our children, to a school to learn this knowledge. And we have also learned the same thing. And we are sending them. Forcibly, we are sending them to learn this. What is the use? And today, nowadays, if education is worst, it's only based on material thing. And what they teach them the ego part. You should dominate like this. You should be the first ranker. You should be that. Why do we need that? There's no life, and you teach what kind of education our institutions are giving. No way it is related to our life. And we run behind that. Many times I have seen many schools, they stand in the night for the queue for the application. Morning they take and they join for such kind of schools. Teach your kids in the house this Bhagavad-Gita. That is sufficient. So no way it is related to life. So to this one small story, I'll say once. There was a master in a school. Once he came, all the students were always sitting. He came there and he thought, I should ask a question. Nobody should answer. So he asked a question. So from Bengaluru to Mysore, it is 150 kilometers. You say, what is my age? Is anywhere related? The question is related to this answer. Nobody can find. Then everyone just blinking like anything. This master also wanted the same thing. Nobody should answer. Then finally one student stood. Master, I could answer. Oh, is it? Say, what is my age? He said 48. And it was perfect. Now this master is blinking. All right. How did you know that my age is 48? Oh, it's very simple, master. No, how did you calculate, Baba? Bangalore to Mysore is 150 kilometers. How did you calculate my age? No, I have a brother, elder brother. So what? If you have an elder brother, how did you calculate my age? Then he said, no. He is half mental. He's half mental. Okay, so what? But how did you find my... No, his age is 24. Baba, okay, fine, his age is 24. How did you find that my age is 48? Because you are full mental. So your age is double, 48. In that way, the master, what is saying, it's of no use. It is not at all connected to our life. That is what we are doing our education. And students also in the same way. Their answers also in a different way. So this example relates to many things. So this is what our life is going on now. What for you are working, what for you are learning. Nowhere it's understandable. But still we are going in that path. And it's Prabhupada said it's a dog race. Run, 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 run. What for? I don't know. Run. That's it. That is how we are running. Somewhere you stop. Stop in your life and understand what is like. Many of them will give this Bhagavad-Gita. You say, no time. No time. Anyhow, I'll be coming to know from tomorrow. Next level. How many are coming? How many are running like that? How many are stopping and thinking about it? Okay. Action. Our worker. Our work in goodness, regulated, performed without attachment, love or hatred, without desire for fruitive results, false ego, with great determination and enthusiasm. Work is done in this way when you are in goodness. You're least bothered about the results. You do with love. You do with love. It is, and love in the sense, not attached to it. Susukam kartumaviyam. Happily you do it. They are paying you 1 rupee. Least bothered, fine. My other person is getting a salary for 1 lakh, but the same work I am doing, I'm getting only some lesser than that. Fine. Don't think that what is being paid will stay back with us. The hard earned money only stays back. If you cheat someone, if you take something with them, something happens, some children's in the house, they get ill, you join them to the hospital and you pay lakhs together there. That's it, nothing else. You don't take this kind of a, what I can say, illegal or something, this kind of money. You'll be protected. You don't need to see this kind of problems in the house. You'll be happy with what you have. Clear? But we should have intelligence to understand this. But nowadays, the world is going how to cheat. See, even I'm a businessman. I know how the cheating is happening. This 1 kilo stone for weighting, they start rubbing it, so that they have to take out some 50 grams or 20 grams in that, so that they can give weight, less weight. Nowadays, they said, oh, this is all cheating. So electronic device should come. It will be perfect. And the cheaters, they're planning in a bigger way. They have no remote also. So if somebody is weighing 100 kilos, they can make it as 80 kilos also, 150 kilos also by their remote. Here, no need to change the scale. Our mind, our attitude has to be, character has to be changed. No Bhagavad-Gita, no life. Never you can change anyone. And those days, when we purchase something, they used to give extra, Actually, in Kannada, they say kosuru. In English, what we can say? They'll give little free amounts. If you purchase, for example, 1 kilo of carrot, they'll give one carrot free. Extra, they'll say kosuru. Actually, they were not ignorant. They were Mahatmas. Please do understand why they are not getting binded in this material world. They wanted to give something more. They know very well what is it. If I give something less, I'll be dead to that person. I have to take another life to give it back. They were scared of that. So they were very prompt in their service. But today we don't have Bhagavad-Gita and we don't understand that. As much as more I snatch from others, that is what I'll be happy, we think. But that is not happiness. Okay, let us go further. Passion, seeking to gratify senses, false ego, attached to work and fruits of work, greedy, envious, impure, moved by joy and sorrow. This is by passion, our work. And ignorance, performed in illusion, completely no knowledge, nothing. Then, without regard for scriptural injunctions, without concern for future bondage, something you're cheating someone, definitely you should take many lifetimes to return it back. To return it back, you have to take many lifetimes. Just think about Janma Mrityu Jara Vyadi, taking a birth in the mother's womb, just being head down and leg top in the stool, urine, pus, and the worms biting you. Such a horrible life it is. You have to take such kind of life many times. And death, it is something 40,000 scorpions bite. That is the pain that you have to experience. And getting old, I hope many who are old now will be able to understand how much body pain, how much knee pain, back pain, shoulder pain, back pain, so many things. All you have to suffer many, many lifetimes of such kind because you have cheated one person. You have taken something more from him. To return it back, you have to have so many lifetimes. You should understand what is binding me now. Clear? Then impelled by envy, causes violence or distress, engaged in works against the injunctions of scriptures, materialistic abstain and cheating. All these are in ignorance. Now, understanding goodness, knows what is to be done and not done, what is to be feared and not feared, what is binding and liberating. I hope I have told you what to be feared, how it is binding us. Somewhere something comes extra to you, you should be very scared. You are doing business or something, least bother you more, not a problem. You don't get binded. We think how much less I can give, how much I can earn more. No way. By accumulating more, you cannot be happy, and rather you are getting more binded in this material world. As much as sincere you are, you'll earn more. As much as selfless you are, you earn more. Clear? Yes, passion. Cannot distinguish between religion and irreligion. A person who is in passion, he cannot distinguish which is good and bad, religious or irreligion. Does not know what should be done and should not be done. It is a state of where we are all. But ignorance is beyond degraded than this. What is here? In ignorance considers irreligion to be religion and vice versa. He does in a different way, opposite direction, because lack of knowledge. Without Bhagavad-Gita, what we understand what is life, it might be different. We think it is good and we keep on doing in our life, and that will be giving only bad results because we don't have knowledge. I'll say a small thing to understand this. See, once there was a girl who was suffering from fever, and her mother, every day she used to use some kashaya, that is Ayurvedic kashaya, hot water and some hot rasam in this way. The daughter was asking something else other than but mother was not giving because she was suffering from fever. Then elder brother came. Yes, my dear sister, how are you? She said, my mother is troubling me every day in this way. And oh, she's not giving anything to you? No. So in this way, I'm suffering. So what do you need? She said, from so many days, even my tongue has been spoiled, no taste in anything, nothing. So I'd like to eat ice cream. Is it? Wait. He did not even say to his mother. He went, he purchased an ice cream and gave to his sister. She ate that very happily. She ate that ice cream. What happened later? Anything, there is a wrong thing here or anything sin? No. He wants to serve his sister. And she also wants to be happy. She's very happy with that ice cream. Finally, her fever was increased. She developed a pneumonia or something like that. She was admitted in ICU. It became serious. Nothing wrong has been done here. But what is the result? When you are ignorant of this Bhagavad-Gita, when you don't know about your life, whatever the work you do, everything gives you bad results. So you should be intelligent enough. Vice versa. Irreligion you think as religion, and religion you think as a religion. We think this is what is perfect, but it may not be perfect based on the Lord's creation. So you should know Bhagavad-Gita to understand. Clear? Yes. So under spell of illusion and darkness, always in wrong direction. Once you are in illusion, always whatever the decision you take, it will be a wrong decision only. You should see this Tamoguni. Many times I have experienced this. People who are in ignorance, whatever the decision they take, no, it becomes wrong. Because they don't believe in Lord anymore. They don't accept that kind of person's own life will be like this. Okay, determination, unbreakable, steadfast, controls mind, life, and senses. Very determined. Tomorrow I'll come to know how many continues. They are very much determined. See, many times I'm making in a joke like, see, everyone have their own lifestyle or life committed to something else, but somewhere you have to come out of it. That is called as dog race. You keep on running. Yes, somewhere you are running, but you have to come out of it. Somewhere stop and think what is life. Okay, not just saying no time, no time. There is much time, but for what you are giving prominence is important. Then passion holds fast to fruitive results in economic development, religion, and sense gratification. So its center point is sense gratification for a passionate person. And ignorance cannot go beyond dreaming, lamentation, moroseness, illusion, and fearfulness. This person is always lazy. So where determination? For this session, I'll give you an example. This is morning 6 o'clock. A person who is in this group, from the day one, he'll be determined to attend this session. This is the last session. He might be thinking, today definitely I should attend, but still he'll be sleeping. That is his determination. You could understand? Yes. When he's ignorant, when in his ignorance, it is tamoguna. He cannot overcome his senses. He cannot overcome his mode. He wants to do. See, as we all thinking to do, he also thinks the same thing, but he cannot do. Somewhere we should come out of it. Some should take the help of some devotees, a person who is in Sattva-guna. That's why we say association of devotees. When you are associating with the devotees, you come up to that because the consciousness passes to you. Even if you are a Tamoguni, you will come to the Sattva-guna. Yeah. Happiness in three modes. So happiness, you can see. Poison at beginning, definitely. Waking up in the morning, coming, struggling, all it's little bit painful only, no? So it's like poison in the beginning. Ends like nectar. So yesterday many were sharing their realization. So I'm so happy now after this. Yes, because you have worked hard. You have woken up in the morning. So now you will be happy. Result is there. What is the result? Self-realization. You understood what is life. But a person who is in passion, nectar at first, poison at end. Sleep was very good. And what happened? Lost the life. Okay. Arise from sense gratification. What is the sense gratification? Sleeping. That is sense gratification. And what about ignorance here? Out of illusion, arises from sleep, laziness, and illusion. Poison in beginning and poison at end also. Beginning also poison. So end also poison. No happiness for him. Do you think drinkers have any happiness? He'll be thinking, oh, drinking, I'm so happy. I'm just flying, he'll be thinking. And he'll be spoiling his health. And he'll be spoiling many of things. His liver will go. Many things will happen. See, and have anyone tasted this drink? He'll be smelling bad. They'll just close their nose and they drink. How can he be happy? Forget about drunkards. About, I'll say, meat eaters. Do anyone eat fish? So you should see this fish market. And they're going to the fish market, no? They'll hold a bag, they'll go there, they'll close their nose, go there, purchase that fish, come to house, cook that and eat. They're not able to bear that smell and they eat. How, just see how ignorant are we. We cannot even realize that. When somebody's saying, then we'll realize, yes, no, it's true. No, then we think about it. Till then, we don't even understand because we don't know what is life. Okay, now we'll go to the next topic, idle worker. 4 social orders and duties, perfection through work, attaining the supreme. 4 social orders and duties. We studied in the 4th chapter, Chaturvanya Maya Sustam, Guna Karma Vibhagasha. Now Krishna is saying here the qualities of a Brahmana, Kshatriya, Vaishya, Shudra. So Brahmana, peacefulness, self-control, austerity, purity, tolerance, honesty, knowledge, wisdom, and religiousness. A person who's having all these qualities, he can be a Brahmana. Very simple. Not just by having some pretending as a Brahmana, no way. Or showing with our dress, or with having a Janjivara or something like having a tilak or something, some saffron dress, all those things. No way. Should have these qualities. A person who's having these qualities is a Brahmana. And what about Kshatriyas? Heroism, power, determination, resourcefulness, courage in battle, generosity and leadership, who's naturally a leader, who stands in front to save others. Heroism, power. He is a Kshatriya. Not like today's politicians, sitting somewhere inside a bulletproof this thing and sending the innocent soldiers to fight. No, they are not Kshatriyas. So even in the army also, not for our day-to-day life. So many go to the army, why? So our life will be settled. We'll have good salary. Our future will be good. No, they cannot be Kshatriyas. Kshatriyas who give their life. Sometimes you should see in the army also, many, they are very coward. They don't go forward. There are many Kshatriyas there, but not everyone. Many coward, they go behind, they cheat. They don't want to be save their life. Kshatriya never thinks to save himself. Is always is represents as the Lord. Brahmana, Kshatriya, Vaishya, Shudra, everyone represents the Lord. He represents the arms of the Lord. He stands for the protection, even giving up his life. He's a real Kshatriya. Okay? Now, Vaishya, farming, cow protection, and business. A person who's doing business, farming, cow protection is a Vaishya. And Vaishyas, when there is one Vaishya in one town, not even a single living entity will be starving. Do you find any Vaishyas now? No way. No, we don't find even Shudras, what to speak of Vaishyas. If there's a Vaishya, the whole town of a radius of 10 kilometers something, nobody will be starving. Forget about human beings. Even animals will not starve. That is the power of a Vaishya. He is a real Vaishya. So we don't know about it, but we say our own, this thing we give our understanding. Vaishya means who's doing cow protection, farming. No. Yes, that is what he's doing. But he's not thinking of money there. We think of money. Business means money. No. He's serving others this way. Now, Shudra, labor and service to others. I hope I explained about this thing, Shudras. The story of this compounder and doctor, I said. So Shudra is very, very, what I can say, trustworthy person. Today we cannot find trustworthy persons. In those days, I gave an example also. A person says that my grandfather was a servant in this house. My father also was serving here. Now today I'm serving here. Today who can say that? No one. Even you are not qualified to be Shudras. You are so fallen, and somebody says, I'm Shudra, will get very angry. What? You are saying me Shudra? Hey, Baba, you are not even qualified to be saved. That is our reality. Yes, but spirituality is different. Perfection through work. One can become perfect by doing all the duties of his respective varna for the Lord's pleasure. He can be a Shudra, Brahmana, Vaishya, Kshatriya, whomever it might be. The result will be the same. You can see here in this picture. The first picture is Henry Ford. You know this Ford company car is the owner of it. And he's the disciple of Srila Prabhupada. He's a great devotee. And he's the chairman of Mayapur. That is the headquarters or the main center of ISKCON. He's the chairman. He has donated so much and still is serving. And you can see here the army person, a Kshatriya, is doing his duty and he's chanting. See the chanting bang is in the sand. And a film actor who's painting. It can be a painter, it can be whomever it can be. You can do any service. It can be a devotee. I'll say a small story to understand this. This is from Puranas. I'm not a concocting story. So once there was Narada Muni, he is a traveling preacher. He came to a place, there was a Brahmana. So he invited him, my dear Narada Muni, please come. Then he was a great Brahmana, he was a great scholar, he knew all the verses of all the Puranas, all the scriptures, everything. He was chanting so well, all the verses, everything. Sanskrit was so wonderful in his mouth to hear. Then he said, my dear Narada, where are you going? He said, Vaikuntha. Oh, is it? Please let me know when I'll get liberated. Okay. I'll ask the Lord. Okay. And one more thing, favor you do for me. Just see what Lord is doing at the time. You come and say to me. Okay, fine. Then he went from there. Then there was a cobbler. Cobbler was stitching his slippers or shoes or something. He saw Narada Muni, he invited him, he respected, he posted obeisances, everything. Then he has the same question. My dear Narada Muni, please ask from the Lord, when will I get liberated? And let me also know what Lord is doing. Okay. Then Narada Muni went to Vaikuntha. Once again, just close this. Okay. So then he went to Vaikuntha and he asked the Lord, my dear Lord, when this Brahmana gets liberated? The Lord said, it takes thousands of lifetimes. Thousands of lifetimes. He's such a great scholar. He knows everything in the scriptures. Yes, but it takes thousands. What about then the cobbler? Cobbler, in this lifetime will get liberated. In this lifetime will get liberated. How is that? Then the Lord said, they asked some other question also. No? Yes. They asked, what are you doing? Yes, go and say them that I'm trying to insert an elephant in a hole of a needle. How is it? Okay, fine. And even Narada Muni is not completely convinced of this. He's also having some doubts. So he comes here and he goes to Brahmana. Brahmana asks, so when I'm going to get liberated? He said, it takes thousands of lifetimes. Thousands of lifetimes? What is this? I know all the scriptures. I know the essence of scriptures. I'm such a great scholar. Pandita. You are saying thousands of lifetimes. Did you really go to Vaikuntha? Okay, what Lord is doing? Lord is trying to insert an elephant in a hole of a needle. What? Do you think I'm a fool? Lord is not having any other work and he's trying to insert an elephant in a needle hole. You think he started chastising this Narada Muni? When Narada Muni from there, he just ran away. He might even beat him. So he ran away there and he came to this cobbler. And cobbler, he also gave the respects. He invited and he said, so when I'm going to get liberated? He said, in this lifetime you're getting liberated. Oh, Lord is so merciful. Even a cobbler, even a Shudra like me, a cobbler is giving mukti to me. So great it is. Then what is Lord doing now? He is trying to insert an elephant in a needle hole. What? Trying? Then Narada Muni thinks, oh, Brahmana, a great scholar, he did not believe. Where this cobbler will believe? That's why he's very shocked to hear this. Then the cobbler says, what? Trying? Narada, great devotee, how could you say like this? Why should the Lord try? He's having Ichcha Shakti. He can do anything. Hearing this, Narada Muni was surprised. Hari, you could believe this? Yes, why not? Lord can do anything. How can you believe? The great scholar, Brahmana, he did not believe. Then he said, I'm sitting under a tree, under a banyan tree. I'm doing my work. And many fruits fall on me. See this fruit, it's so small. And open the fruit he showed. There are hundreds of seeds, smaller than the size of a mustard. He said, within the seed, he is able to keep such a huge tree into this seed. Why can't he insert elephant into a needle hole? Wow. Narada Muni understood. Yes, my dear cobbler. That is why you are getting liberated. That person not had the faith, so he is not getting liberated. It is not that how great our service is, how great our varna is. Whether I'm a Brahmana, Kshatriya, or I'm just a sweeper on the road. It is based on my devotional service to the Lord. How much faith I have of the Lord. Clear? Yes, everyone. I said the story in the very beginning about a Grihini, just a housewife. She is greater than a sannyasi. So do our services, nothing wrong in it. But how much faith we have in the Lord, how much devoted we are to the Lord is important. Now, attaining the Supreme. Bhaktya mama vijanati yavanyasmi tattvataha tato mam tattvato jnatva vishate tadanantaram. You all know this. In the very beginning introduction I have said, only a devotee can understand. That's what we have tried to make you all practice in this 18 days, to make you all a devotee by chanting the holy names of the Lord and offering bhoga to the Lord. It's very simple. If you're not done, that means you have wasted your time, everything, because you cannot understand anything beyond this material understanding. It will be based on our modes. Words might be same of mind, but the understanding, in a classroom, there can be 50 students. Everyone will not be first rank. The person is first rank, the person fails also, because his understanding is different. The same way here also. You're all hearing, but depends. If you're really following everything, if you apply the formula exactly same, the result will never change. If you're not applying the formula, the result will never come to you correctly. Isn't it? Yeah. So only a bhakta, only a devotee is qualified to understand. Then when he understands, tato mam tatoto jnatva vishate tanantaram, he'll become a devotee of the Lord. Then he'll get qualified to enter the spiritual world. Simple as that. Then law of God. Next, law of Godhead, ray of hope, surrender unto Krishna. Follow. Dependent on Krishna. Following principles of Bhagavad-Gita under the guidance of a bona fide guru. Perform acts while remembering Krishna. Clear? Very simple. The result, personal protection. Pass over all obstacles, personally take you to supreme abode. Yes, everyone have their own commitments, miserable life, obstacles, everything is there in our life. But depend on Krishna. He will protect us. Alright, who can save Draupadi? Nobody were able to save her, but it was only Krishna who saved. Many times we think, oh, my problem is very big, nobody can save me. Hare Krishna, it's very simple for me, he will save. I've experienced in my life. Somewhere it is full stop in life, nothing, nowhere to go. In that way it happens. But you can say a simple move. The whole world is wide open to you. So many times we think our life is done, that's it, nothing can be done, but Krishna is there. He can protect in many ways, many ways. Only thing we have to depend on Lord. That's it. Okay. Sarva dharman parityajya mam ekam sharanam rajaham tvam sarva papebhyo mokshayishyami ma shucha. Very simple. Surrender unto the Lord. That is what Krishna is saying. To understand this, I'll say another story. Like, so once there was a king. He did not had any sons. So then he started giving charity to all. He thought, anyhow, I'm going to die, nothing have. Let me satisfy the desire of all my citizens, all my subjects. He called everyone in his kingdom. He started giving whatever they need. What you need? I need a house. Yes, go. Your house has been granted. I need a wife. Yes, a beautiful wife will be granted to you. So I need my daughter's marriage to be done. Yes, that will be done. Whatever you ask him, every desire was fulfilled. And now the king is happy. Now he asks the minister, my dear minister, am I given to everyone, to my citizens, everyone? Then the minister says, one old lady is there. She did not come. Rest all have come. Why? Go personally get her. Then personally minister goes and gets her. Then she says, my dear king, I know that you cannot fulfill. I have a desire, it cannot be fulfilled. What is, my dear mother? What is that? I don't have children. I need a child. I'm old enough. So I see you as my son. I want to serve you. I want to serve you a meal. But I'm very poverty sick and I cannot do it. Then he orders the minister, Minister, this day I'm going to her house for lunch. Do the arrangements. Okay, the minister took the lady and she is staying in a small hut. Where will the king will go there? Then he took her, made her to stay in the international guest room, which they have in the kingdom, made to stay there. They constructed a very big bungalow there. And then the king comes for sitting. They arrange many big seats and he might even rest also. So they needed to arrange a bedroom with a good, cot, all the arrangements, kitchen, wonderful kitchen, everything is done. Finally, this old lady was brought. She was asked to cook. So all the ingredients also is ready now. She cooked, the king came, she served him. Understood? Just she wants to serve an ordinary king. She got everything. A bungalow. What all required for life she got. Now if we think to serve the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Ahilanda Koti Brahmanda Nayaka, just imagine how happy, blissful our life will be. Just the attitude that I have to serve the Lord. That's it. Every day, one meal. Every day, one something with love you serve the Lord. That's it. The whole universe is in your hand. I'm assuring you that you will experience that even the nature responds to you. The rain, the wind, whatever it is, where it is beyond our limitations, will respond to you. I have experienced personally, what to speak, all our devotees have experienced when no time is running. So when we went to Mayapur, I don't know whether I told this or not. When we went to Mayapur, it was very hot. So our spiritual master prayed to the Lord. Disciples from Bangalore, they're very cool devotees. They're coming here. My dear Lord, please take care. That's it. It was hot like a oven when we were entering that place, West Bengal. And once we kept our legs outside the train, I don't know from where the clouds came, but once it came and we stayed there for 1 week, it was same like a Bangalore climate. It was so cool. Just a pure devotee, something he says, no, it comes true. We cannot be pure devotees, but small devotees can be. So definitely nature will respond. Even for me, when it's raining, it's raining. If rain was stopped, I might have been gone. Fact, it will stop. We enter the house. As soon as we enter the house, it's rain starts coming. We can personally experience that even the rain is reciprocating to us. It fulfills our desires. You also will experience. Okay, then surrender unto Krishna. Surrender only to Krishna. Transcendental peace, supreme and eternal abode, free from sinful reactions. End results, the next topic is, who can receive? Who can receive this? Only devotee. Yes. So one who distributes this knowledge, one who studies, one who listens with faith, supreme auspiciousness. What are the results we are going to get by this? You can see it. So who can receive? Devoted, non-envious, friend, and self-control. These are the qualities you have. Definitely you receive this knowledge. That's what we tried for this 18 days. First thing is devoted. By devotion, you come down with this non-envious. You will not feel envious. You are related to the Lord. Oh, this neighbors, this becomes very small for us now. So you just give up. They are foolish, they are shouting. Let them shout. I'll be happy with the Lord. In this way, that all becomes very insignificant. You will not be envious also. Then you'll become friend. In this way, you start progressing. Then Krishna gives freedom. Devotees surrender. You can see here, Krishna is giving freedom to Arjuna also here. Iti te jnanamakhyatam guhyad guhyataram maya vishrushchaitad asheshena yatechasi tatha kuru. He's saying, I've said all the knowledge. Thus, I have explained to you knowledge still more confidential. Deliberate on this fully and then do what you wish to do. That's why even we don't take your independence. Everything's been, Krishna has given everything here to Arjuna. Now he's asking, you deliberately think about it. And whatever you want to do, you do, Arjuna. You take your decision. But what Arjuna is taking the decision? Are we really like Arjuna a devotee? Then our decision will be like this. Arjuna vacha nashto mohasmatir labda tvat prasadan mayuchata sitosmi gata sandeha karishye vachanam tava. Arjuna is saying, Arjuna said, my dear Krishna, oh infallible one, my illusion is now gone. I was in illusion, Swajanam, thinking that they're my relatives, my friend, now it's gone. I have only one relative, it is you. I know now. So I'm very clear now. My illusion is gone now. I'm not this body. Why should I be worried about a bodily relationship? I have only one relation, that is Krishna. So I should be worried about Krishna's relation. Isn't it? Yes. Now he says, I have regained my memory by your mercy. I am now firm and free from doubt, and I am prepared to act according to your instructions. Clear, crystal clear. If we are all in the same platform, Bhagavad-Gita becomes our instructions. That becomes our life. That's it. We take completely this Bhagavad-Gita to my life and implement it. What Krishna is giving the instructions, follow it. If we are still in illusion, then we cannot do that. Definitely, if we are started from the day one, the chanting and the offering from the day 3 or 9, like definitely somewhere the changes easily will happen within us. Transformation will happen. You can see many our existing devotees. How serious are they? You can see sometimes they show in the video also. Dependent on the Lord. See, not that they are given up their services as a householder or as an office boy or whatever, office or their business, anything. Whatever they're doing their work, they're doing it. There are many electricians, there are many auto drivers, many taxi drivers, and many big personalities we have, software engineers we have, all kind of things they do, and they be a devotee. Clear? Now, one who distributes this knowledge, what happens to him who is distributing this knowledge? For one who explains this supreme secret to the devotee, pure devotional service is guaranteed, and at the end, he will come back to me. Whoever explains this, gives this knowledge to whom? That's why I asked yesterday also. Don't end up by saying thanks or thank you, Prabhu, for giving this knowledge. No way. That debt remains on you. You have to give at least for 10 people the same knowledge. Okay, you may not give this knowledge, at least show them the path about Krishna consciousness. Distribute Bhagavad-Gita. I said the charity is more important. Give the charity. Every month, 10% of your salary should be spent in Krishna consciousness. Prepare something, offer to the Lord, and distribute prasadam. Distribute books. Some more you can engage. Clear? But see that you distribute this. Then one who studies, what happens for him? Worships me by intelligence. Is free from the illusion. So with intelligence, he worships him. And one who listens with faith, not even studies, so just listens. What happens for him? Free from sinful reactions and attains to the auspicious planets. He will become free from sinful reactions just by attentively hearing this. He's not following anything, but still, just by listening, he will enter the heavenly planets. Clear? Now, finally, Sanjay is saying to Dhritarashtra. It started from Dhritarashtra Vacha. Now here it's ending here. Yatra Yogeshwar Krishno, Yatra Partho Dhanurdharaha, Tatra Shri Vijayo Bhutir, Dhruva Nitir Matir Mama. Wherever there is Krishna, the master of all mystics, and wherever there is Arjuna, the supreme archer, there will also certainly be opulence, victory, extraordinary power, and morality. That is my opinion. It's very clear, crystal clear. Where there is Krishna and where there are devotees, there is Vijayo, Bhutir, Dhruva, Nitir, Matir, Mama. That is opulence, victory, extraordinary power, and morality. Now the question, whether Krishna is in our life. Yes, Krishna will be where there are devotees. Then are you in an association of devotees? Are you a devotee? Definitely Krishna will be with you. Clear? Yes. And what all we learned today? Summary of Karma Yoga. Many things. All the summary of the whole Bhagavad Gita was said here. Then Karma Yoga, not giving up the activities, but the fruits. Clear? Then modes of nature. In 3 modes, our knowledge, our work, understanding, determination, happiness, everything is based. Then idle worker. You can be even a sweeper on the road. You can be any work you do. Cobbler can get liberated. Are we more fallen this cobbler? I don't think so, no? You feel insulted. How can you compare me to a cobbler? Then even cobbler can be liberated. Why not we? Why can't we think in that way? So a cobbler can do, why cannot me? I also can get liberated. I can also serve the Lord better than that cobbler. I also can have more faith than that cobbler. In this way, you have to think. Then definitely you will progress in our life. Definitely, no doubt. Then love of God, that is complete surrender. The end result, so whatever you do in the Lord's service, definitely you will be benefited. Ultimately, you reach your ultimate goal, that is spiritual abode of the Supreme Lord. Now, thank you for each and every devotee for taking part in this session. If you are all not there, then to whom the knowledge can be given? We cannot do for empty walls or something, isn't it? Yes, thank you so much. You have given your precious time, but don't waste it. Utilize this. for your progression, for your development of your consciousness. Get better day to day. That's it. Day by day, it takes time. It is not so easy, but still you can become. Okay. Thank you so much. And now, thanks to the teachers and backend team. So we can see here this Chandrasekhar Prabhu, Anil Prabhu, Rajiv Prabhu, and Pramod Prabhu, who takes care of your. You can see some devotees who are sending the messages, some calling services, and some quiz. Anything this way are all working back. And here we have many Karna sessions. So they are all the teachers there. So conducting daily sessions, the Shweta Mataji. And Sindhu Mataji will be for English. Anil Prabhu, Chandrasekhar Prabhu, Sindhu Mataji, they'll be handling this English chanting sessions. Clear? In this way, many here, the devotees who are calling you all. And thanks to teachers and backend, this is the circles. So Jagannath circle and Madhava circle, Keshava circle, Rishikesh circle, and English session. For English, it is Govinda. Govinda circle, they said is English session. So in this way, we have, it is not had it. Another Achyuta circle also is started now. Okay, we have now six circles under our Mahachakra, Prahalad Mahachakra. It's a circle. So Prahalad Mahachakra, we take some exclusive services in the temple, ISKCON HPR. That is every second Saturday. We do this Abhishekam. And many like that, big festivals. Last time there was Jagannath Rath Yatra. In this way, we take up some services and we do. And it's a teamwork. We all gather. And many sponsorships we do. We do the sponsor and this way. In this way, we all engage together and do the services. Okay. And thanks to ISKCON Sri Narasimha Giridhara Mandir, HBR Layout, Bangalore. Yes, definitely. It is Narasimha Dev and Giridhari. Every day they were removing all the obstacles in our way. Saw that this session should flow smoothly without any disturbances. So heartily thanks to them. Without their mercy, nothing can be. Isn't it? Yes. Then never forget in your life, what is that? ABCD, that is association. Search for a devotee. Associate with a devotee. Yeah. Yes. Then read books every day. Buy some Srila Prabhupada books. Small books are there, you purchase it. Or Bhagavad-Gita, Bhagavatam. You can purchase everything. Keep in your house. Every day, 1 hour reading. It will sharpen your mind, intelligence. It will give you a good decision making. Then see chanting every day. Your wake up itself is only to chant. That's it. Then later part you do your day-to-day work. Then DT service, definitely offering prasadam, diet. Without prasadam, if you did not eat prasadam today, think that, you cannot say that, but still you should think that this is my death. I'm eating only poison because it is binding me. I've offered at least something. Oh God, I'm free from the binding thing. So anything other than prasadam, if you eat, you should feel as if you're eating poison. Then definitely you'll transform yourself. Then everything will start offering to the Lord. And then this is only basic. Now you start as a duty, then you'll develop love towards the Lord. Clear? Yes. Now our journey continues. It will not stop here. So from tomorrow, we'll be having chanting sessions. The same time, 5:30 will be Prabhupada's. We'll be chanting with Prabhupada, not Kirtan. So many days it was Kirtan. From tomorrow it will be chanting. So 4 rounds you can chant from 5:30 to 6, along with Prabhupada video. Then 6 o'clock, one devotee will chant. Along with them you can chant. Then 1 verse from Bhagavad-Gita will be explanation. Clear? Yes. Stay connected with us. This is Kannada slide. Okay. So every day we'll be having 30 minutes of session, and weekly once you'll have 90 minutes of discourse. That is some from Bhagavatam or some topic. So it will be 90 minutes. That will be on Sunday. Okay. For Kannada, it is on Saturdays, and for English, it will be on Sunday. Now let us chant once Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. So thanks to Lakshmi Narasimha, definitely. So only thing you have to develop that relationship. As soon as you develop relationship, just seeing the photo itself, you feel so happy, As for example, mother and son relationship, husband-wife relationship. You're just seeing the photo, you feel that, oh, he's my wife, she's my wife, or he's my husband, he's my son, something like that. You should have that relationship. As soon as you see the photo, you're saying, my Lord. Not just as some photo is coming. No, you should feel that. Clear? And this is Gandharvika Giridhara. Radha Krishna and Srila Prabhupada. Who cannot be dear to Srila Prabhupada? Without Srila Prabhupada, all our life might have been wasted. Yes, there might be many sadhus, many acharyas, but nobody have reached all over the world. It's Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada, who understood everyone's life, he made it simple. We are so fallen, we cannot even enter spiritual life. Srila Prabhupada's spiritual master, Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Prabhupada, he said, only who chant 64 rounds of Hare Krishna Mahamantra can enter the Gaudiya Math. But Srila Prabhupada reduced to 16 rounds. He understood how is the world. So he made everything simplified. He made bhakti simplified. So that a fallen souls like we all, at least somewhere we are able to practice bhakti. Ever our life should be gratitude to Srila Prabhupada. Okay, this is our ISKCON HPI layout and Hare Krishna. Now, okay, there is quiz link. Quiz link will be opened for all 18 days. You can, if you have missed out anything, please do attend. So you'll be getting a certificate from ISKCON. Clear? It will be a soft copy. You can make a printout and this thing. Okay, Hare Krishna. Iti Shorishganam Kalikalmashanashanam Natar Pratarupaya Sarva Vedeshu Drishyati. I hope many times I have said this. Iti Shorishganam Kalikalmashanashanam. This 16 syllabus Hare Krishna Mahamantra. Kalikalmashanashanam. It is the only mantra for this particular Kali Yuga to remove all our contaminations. Nataro Paratarupaya. There is no other way. Sarva Vedeshu Drishyati. Even if you search all the scriptures, all the Vedas, you cannot find a better mantra than this Hare Krishna Mahamantra. This is Kali Santarna Upanishad. Sometimes we understand, read some other books and say, oh, that is a mantra, this is a mantra. Yes, but for Kali Yuga, which is the mantra, we should understand. Clear? Yes. Hare, he has kept so many of these things. Now, time for feedback. I don't think much time we have still. Okay. Hare Krishna, you can, if you have any questions, you can ask, or else you can share your realizations also. Meanwhile, still, it's not completed. One announcement I have to do, missed out. So this is also based on knowledge. So you heard something about Guru Dakshina. After hearing everything, after taking everything, there should be a reciprocation of giving. Even you can see Dronacharya also. He taught everything to them in the very beginning, first chapter. Finally, in Guru Dakshina, he asked, you go and get this, this thing, what is that? Drupada. You catch hold of it. This is the end. Everywhere this is Guru Dakshina. Everything is free, but it's up to you. So this knowledge becomes, I'm not asking you to give anything, but still this is based on the knowledge. It gets completed when you give Guru Dakshina. That is completely. So in the group, it will be posted. My number will be posted, Google Pay and Phone Pay or whatever you wanted to do. It's up to you. Nowhere it's a force, like you can do it. And one more thing, temple's QR code also will be posted. You can offer anything to Narasimhadev or Giridhara, your service, whatever you can provide. Or you can even give to me also. It will be any of served. As I said, as a circle, we do the service for the second Saturday Abhishekam and many things like this. To be engaged in that service. Anyhow, ultimately, wherever you go, it be engaged in the Lord's service. But here, if you go, it goes through our circle. You want to give directly to temple, you can do that. If you doesn't want to do anything, that is also fine. Clear? Yes. Hare Krishna. Yes, Prabhuji. Any announcement, Prabhu?
Thank you, Prabhu, for detailed explanation. So we have two questions. I think Hema Mataji has already raised the hand if she wants to ask.
Yes, Hema Mataji, you can ask your question.
Prabhu, why is chanting Hare Krishna considered as a sacrifice? In one of the question links it was asked.
What
Chanting
sacrifice?
Hare.
What's your understanding on sacrifice? Yajnanam japa yajñosmi. It's a yajna. Sacrifice means fire sacrifice. I don't know which meaning you took. Sacrifice means something to give it up. Something offering to the Lord. You're offering your precious time to the Lord. You're getting connected. That's why I say, no, japa, it's not that walking, you do some service and keep on saying it will become japa. No. Your precious time you have to offer to the Lord. That is the thing. At least 5 minutes, 10 minutes, you sit there. It's only you and Krishna, nobody else. So that time you are giving to the Lord, that is a sacrifice. That is the greatest sacrifice anything you can give in this world. Chanting Hare Krishna Mahamantra, especially in the mornings, Brahma Muhurta time you do, that's the greatest sacrifice. You keep 100 Agnihotras and do a sacrifice also, it's not equivalent to that. Okay.
Okay.
Yes, Mataji.
Thank you.
Hare Krishna Mataji. Okay, Monica Mataji.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna Mataji. Yes, Mataji.
Yeah, so I'm asking this question on the, being on the verge of fool. But what happened is, like 2 months back, we, as a family, went to Hampi. We wanted to see the Lord Hanuman's birthplace. So what we saw there, the king who ruled there during the Hampi times, during those times, centuries before, he built so many temples. Like within the radius of few kilometers, it's the guide told us he built almost 21,000 temples. And we saw huge, many feet tall idols of Lord Narsimha as well, and Lord Ganesha as well. But over the time, what happened? Invaders came. They, disfigured the idols of Lord Narsimha as well, Lord Ganesha, and whatever other were built, those idols. So, my question is, like, today you told everything happens. Like, we will have many of the resources, the ability as well, but nothing can happen without the, desire of God. So that's why I'm saying, I'm asking this question on the verge of being a fool, that then why God desired that those invaders, will come, and those, he was such a huge devotee of God. He built so many temples. He used to worship every day, so much sacrifices he used to do. Then why God permitted those invaders to come and disfigure all the, temples and destroy everything there? That's my question.
Yes, Mataji. So first thing, our vision has to be changed.
Yeah.
We see in our material understanding and bodily platform, we see, oh, so many good things he's doing, but still he's been invaded and so many things has been happened to him. But somewhere you should see many lifetimes of that person also. Why that is happening to him? What was his previous life? 100 lifetimes before what he was. So what is happening? Everything considers here, Mataji. We cannot take one lifetime. I hope I said the story of Dhritarashtra also. No? After 50 lifetimes, I think you're not here in the very beginning. You were not. 50 lifetimes, previous to his 50 lifetimes, he was a hunter where he just he was killing all the small birds, kittens, like whatever you say. And the mother and father, he just pierced their eyes in a blind, helpless way. They were seeing that all their children were killed. So then Krishna, he asked this question to Krishna, then why did I need 50 lifetimes to do this? The next lifetime I should have been suffered. No. And Krishna says, you not had the punya. You not had the punya to suffer this. Clear? Because 100 sons to have, you should have punya. You took this 50 lifetimes to take that punya so that now you're qualified to have 100 children. Now you have that kind of punishment that you have done in that 50 lifetimes before. In that way, that king might have been done something wrong there. Then he might have been accumulated all his punyas, now constructing this so many temples, all this. Somewhere he has accumulated some sin he has done there. So that comes now.
Okay, but it was very, hurtful to see our,
Definitely it's hurtful. One thing, our understanding should change, Mataji. See, somewhere I also say about this Kashmir story or this thing all. We should be very strong in our protecting our dharma, our duty, not result oriented. Result, it's up to the Lord. But what is our duty? How much we are protecting our dharma? How much we are strong on this? How many are we preaching this? It matters. So in this way, we have to go. Result is left to the Lord. Sometimes they say, "Are doing all this only they are progressing." You can see this time's result. Also, only other are winning. They are only progressing. Many things like this. Yes, that is right. What Lord is doing is right. This is Kali Yuga. It is not for us to stay here. It is their place. It is the place for the adharmis. And we wanted to be in the place of adharmi and we wanted to be in dharma to be prominent. How can you expect that? You go to a temple and you ask everyone to chant, it's fine. You go to a bar and ask everyone, nobody should drink, everyone should chant. Is it possible? No. The same thing. Kali Yuga, it is made for the degraders. And it is their place. Now we are sitting in their place. We are saying, oh, all the demons are increasing, all the adharmis are increasing. Yes, obviously they only should be here. And my duty is to get liberated from it, go away. We wanted to be in their place and dominate. It is somewhere we are doing it wrong. Correct, no? We should be somewhere in Satya Yuga, in Paramahamsa stage, there we should be. So Purandaradasa says, this is not the place for gentlemen. It's only for the thieves and the rogues, only they should stay here. We are being among the thieves. We want to be good person, making them good. It's never possible. Yes, we should give this knowledge, but one thing, we should get liberated. We should become strong in our devotional service. And as a selfless, as a compassionate soul, you have to start serving like Srila Prabhupada. You have to serve everyone, but you have to protect our devotional service also. Progress. Somewhere, never I should take my next life here. I shouldn't come back here. Now only it's so horrible. What to speak of in future? So we should be very staunch devotees, but as much as possible, serve others also. Show the path to everyone. Clear? Yes, Mataji. Convinced?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Okay. Any other questions? Okay, fine. I think no questions.
No, Prabhu. Sorry, I was speaking on mute. There is one question from Kishan Prabhu. How to motivate person to make him chant Hare Krishna mantra or join Bhagavad-Gita session?
How to motivate? Yes. Shall I say it's difficult, but still exemplary. Exemplary. When you're doing something, if he sees the transformation in you, obviously, whoever it is, they'll change. Rather, I'm myself not chanting, myself not changing anything. I'm in the same attitude. I ask others, let's say, what good is there in this? I cannot see any change in you. How do you expect that I will change? Somewhere when there is a change in us, as something Vaishnavi Mataji yesterday she was saying, my family members are saying that there is a change in me. That way our friends, our relatives, whoever, they see a change in us, definitely they'll take it seriously. And if you are going and meeting a new person, if you are saying to a new person, no need to motivate anything, consciousness passes. Just the consciousness passes, not only our words. When you say this very pleasingly, very, very confidently, it just bangs his heart, very easily takes it. So, see, I'm not just saying about me puffed up, nothing like that. There are many people who give Bhagavad-Gita classes, many things. But it's the first thing, I myself should have faith on Krishna, faith on Bhagavad-Gita. I have definitely whatever the simple words I say, even something wrong I say, it will have a great impact on you and it will make you to devotees. because I have the faith on that. So first, it is my practice. The same, even you all, you practice to a certain extent, and you say, you chant once. Don't think that you should become a great scholar, great personality. It's nothing. Just chant Hare Krishna Mahamantra once, and you say somebody else, you chant. They will chant. That's it. I myself don't become a devotee. I don't perform. So they also will not do that. So somewhere, motivation comes from our side only. So seeing us, they'll learn. And the words also, not only always they'll see us, but the words. So with conviction, the words are different. Just a message, it's a different. Clear? In that way, what is prachar? You know, whatever we are preaching, it's prachar. Prachar is nothing but achar. To me, it is achar. For others, it is prachar. Acharya, we say. What is acharya? He is performing. So whatever acharya says, we follow. It becomes prachar. Just seeing his activity itself, it becomes a prachar to us. You are also the same thing. You do it, you follow it. Definitely others get automatically motivated, and family members also get motivated. The very first thing, you can see the changes in the family, their response to us, their respect to us. Many things we can see. Yes, Prabhu.
Thank you, Prabhupada.
Yes. Hare Krishna. So no other questions? Okay, thank you. So we'll meet you tomorrow in the chanting session. I expect the same number. I need everyone to attend. Just attend. Okay. 30 minutes, rather wasting for many things. 30 minutes you spend here. Definitely you'll get benefited. No doubt in it. Okay. Yes. Finally, thank you to all for joining us and making this session success. So let us all chant once Hare Krishna Mahamantra and bind everybody. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Thank you. So you all can unmute now and say once Hare Krishna and leave the message. Meeting.
Hare
Hare Krishna, Vidya Mataji, Hare Krishna, Atul Chand Prabhu, Hare Krishna, Kishan Prabhu, Hare Krishna, Sharda Mataji, Hare Krishna, Jyoti
Hare
Mataji,
Krishna,
Hare Krishna,
Prabhuji.
Monica Mataji, Hare Krishna, Manjunath Prabhu, Hare Krishna.
Krishna Prabhuji.
Yes,
Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Hema Mataji, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Shailaja Mataji, Hare Krishna, Kavita Mataji, Hare Krishna, Kirtiraj Prabhu, Hare Krishna, Kirtiraj Prabhu, Hare Krishna, Gulavati Mataji, Hare Krishna. Okay. Thank you to all. Hare Krishna. Chandrasekhar Prabhu, Hare Krishna.
Thank you. For joining this session. Tomorrow we'll continue with the daily chanting session. Please join.